Yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome back to episode 7 of the Bedtime Stories podcast. I got another great episode this week, I promise. You just got to bear with us. There's a lot of free agency moves in the NFL Monday night, and we cover that. There's like 30-plus free agency moves that we talk about, and we go over and we discuss. There was probably around 50 total free agency moves on Monday night, but we only included the guys that like we know of, big names. Other than that, it's game week for both Erweiler brothers. The UND football team that Quinn plays for is currently ranked second in the nation. They just beat Western Illinois, so that's great. And then it's Trey's first football game of his senior year. So they're playing St. Charles East Friday night. Very excited to watch that. But yeah, I mean, there's fantasy moves that have been happening, free agency moves that have been happening, today. I think, let me see, the 49ers just signed Trent Williams, the left tackle, to a 6-year, $138 million deal, and we weren't able to talk about that last night because it happened today. But other than that, we did the best we could. We covered as much as we could. We kind of go through our next season predictions, the top 5 teams, who they're going to be at the end, and then next week we're hoping to get into March Madness a little bit. So just stay with us, bear with us. Do whatever you got to do. But yeah, other than that, we appreciate it, guys. Like and a comment what you want to hear us talk about would mean the world. Subscribe if you're new. I got the podcast rolling every week. And, peace. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 7 of the Bedtime Stories podcast. It's good to be back. I really, really love doing these with you guys.
Yep.
I hope you guys are enjoying them. Make sure to give us a subscription and to follow us and whatnot. Big week in terms of the NFL this week, with the free agency officially started this week.
Yes, sir.
We have over, I think, 30 guys that have got signed by teams. So it's been a crazy week, crazy day today. We still, up to this hour, have got new guys getting signed, so my phone is on.
Yep, we got the noties on.
We're not missing anything. But I guess we'll just go right into, we might talk about March Madness, free agency, our weeks, just whatever comes up, really. We're just going to do our thing. And we'll send it straight to Quinn over in North Dakota. Quinn, how was your week? And tell us, whatever.
What you got?
What I got, boy, the week was good. We got another dub. Moved to 4-0.
Hey,
second in the nation. They're ranked second in the nation.
We're ranked second in the nation, going up against number 4 rivals, NDSU, baby.
Yeah, it's a big game. For those of you that don't know, University of North Dakota versus North Dakota State. I'm calling it UND will win for the first time in a long time against NDSU. This is the year.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm excited to watch. I'm actually going to watch now.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of interrupted you there, Quinn. Keep going.
Wow, you're smooth. You're now just going to watch?
Well, I mean, I've been watching, on my own. I meant, I'm going to come over here if you guys are in North Dakota.
Nice to know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Bert. What can I say? Love you, buddy.
So Quinn's got a big week coming up against North Dakota State.
Oh,
and
speaking of big weeks, you're playing your first game of your senior season.
First game.
Yes. Let's go.
First game in a long time, man. It's been
a minute.
A year and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Since I played my last football game. Feels good. It actually feels like football season over here in Batavia. So the atmosphere is good. It feels like I got that nervous excitement going on. It's so good. So I can't wait. St. Charles East, big game. I want redemption from last year. So big week.
Very big week.
Wait, you guys have to wear masks?
Yeah, I have to wear a mask under my face mask.
That's so
kidding me?
So here, let me show you what it'll look like. I got to I guess I have a helmet right there, but I don't have a mask.
You better be.
I put on my helmet.
No, we don't need it, right?
I put on my helmet. I tighten. Well, I guess I have my mask on, and then I put on my helmet, and then I have to lift my mask up to put my mouth guard in and take my mouth guard out, whatever I wanted to do. I can't
That
get
is
one of those,
so.
I can't get one of those big mouth guards like the swaggy ones that you see the skill players always have because it's too big. But I can guarantee you. Well, I guess I don't know if I can say that. I guess all I'm gonna say is I don't know how long that mask will stay on in the game.
Yeah. I can't imagine the referees enforcing that rule literally for the whole game.
First of all, the amount of, how hard I run, I'm gonna get pretty tired, and the last thing I want to do is have something over my face. And two, how many times my head gets hit and moved, I can't see that mask not breaking or something, or coming off and being really annoying. Especially because they're not letting us wear gaiters.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about the gaiters, if you were able to. But
it's just so stupid.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all.
What are gaiters?
Like the cloth that goes around your neck, that you pull up. You can't wear those.
Oh, you can't wear those?
It has to be an actual mask.
That's terrible.
Bro, Illinois, JP Pritzker, suck my wiener. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all I'm gonna say.
I agree with you, Kubert.
What's your? We've heard a little bit from Quinn's game prep. What's your game prep looking like for game week? I guess.
I can't tell you too much, man.
Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't asking for you to reveal nothing.
No, we're just right now, as a team, where our coaches go above and beyond, looking at film and having film sessions with us, and basically our scout team will. Every day in practice, line up how our defense will, so we're always getting a look. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're just making certain plays based off of what we think will work with our defense, and just trying to make sure my body feels 100%. But I'm ready. I'm ready as I've ever been.
Yeah, I got a question. I see Josh Dornick has my number.
Oh.
Why is everybody so salty about this?
I didn't even know about this.
Wait, I don't even know it. No, Dayton told me, and I was like, oh, okay.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
It's not.
It's
I
not
don't know.
Quinn's number's retired.
It should be.
It probably
wait,
should
who
be.
made it a big deal?
No, well, there's been people I can't say who, but there's been people who have been
what do you mean?
He's got Quinn's number. Why is it such a big deal? First of all, Josh is a good football player.
Yes.
Great football player.
Yes.
And if I'd rather have him take Quinn's number than some guy who's never going to play and make that number look terrible.
Yeah.
And Quinn graduated, so Josh has every right to take whatever number he wants. What? Who knows?
Did he
Maybe it was
choose that?
34 or 50 or something really awkward. He had to choose between numbers, so it's really not a big deal. I have number 1 before me. That was Jared Martin. It gets passed on every year. Obviously, it's I think it's kind of cool.
No, I would rather have him.
When I saw him. Sorry.
Go for it, Q.
I would rather have him have it than some guy that's just gonna sit on the bench.
When we saw him come out in 34 on Friday, me and my dad and Cadino were all "Dang, you got a lot to live up to."
Yeah.
It's not it's bad. It's just
yeah. I mean, dang. I played with Josh Dornick in high school. My senior season, and I think he's a great football player. I got a lot of respect for him. Yeah. Kid's a beast.
He looks like when he's in full pads, he kind of looks like he belongs at some really big school. He's just meaty.
Yeah.
And he looks he's a big time running back.
Yeah. Is he playing running back this year?
Yeah, running back and defensive back. So
nice. That's good to hear. I had no idea he had Quinn's number.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. He does have a lot to live up to.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean,
no, it's not a bad thing at all. No.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
No, I'll text him.
I'll give him a call. I'll shoot him a text. That's funny.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Well, I mean, do you guys want to get into the fantasy?
I
keep saying fantasy.
Free agency.
Oh my gosh. I'm already starting the episode off stupid. So, without further ado, free agency moves.
It's been a crazy day.
Aaron Jones re-signed with the Packers.
Yeah, Aaron Jones re-signed with the Packers. Do you want me to go into depth this now, or are you just gonna read them off?
Well, I was gonna go down the list, and then we can kind of say our quick opinion on them.
Okay, Aaron Jones back.
Hey, no, I gotta. How much? For each player, tell us how
Yeah,
much.
I got that. I got that too. So he signed back. I have here with the pack, 4 years, $48 million, and then I wanted to compare because there's a lot of guys who signed for 4 years, and like the difference in money.
Let's just get the reaction. Quinn, what was your reaction of Aaron Jones getting signed for 4 years, $48 million, back with the Packers?
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty good player.
Mm-hmm.
The money is right around perfect for a running back because that's about probably the max you can do for a running back is about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, unless he was a free slate. Because probably after those 4 years, Buddy is gonna be like a 1 year. I'm assign a 1 year contract each year type guy.
Yep, I agree. I really like Aaron Jones. I think he's like so underrated. Because the Packers' offense is just mostly play action pass, and he is a receiving running back, but he doesn't get the majority of the receptions, because obviously there's Devontae and you got 2 other 6'5" receivers. But I really like Aaron Jones, and I think this is a really good contract for him because I'd love to see him with Aaron Rodgers for a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy he's back for sure. Would have been sad to see him go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised, I guess, that he's back for that big of a contract, like 4 years. I don't know. I was kind of nervous after the Buccaneers game on what would happen with Aaron Jones. Yeah. But I am happy he's back. He's a great player, obviously all pro. I think he's got. I just hope that the Packers use him right.
Yeah. And
use him a little bit more than they did last year. But definitely a great playmaker. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that running back room now with Williams and A.J. Dillon. I think one of them's got to go. Yeah. And it's probably going to be Williams.
I would like to see Williams go because when A.J. Dillon...
Well, I guess one of them doesn't have to go because they had 3 of them last year. But
who did A.J. Dillon pop off against? He popped off against...
It was like one of the last games of the year.
I can't remember, but he ran for like 100-something yards.
Yeah, he's a good... If they can get that 2-headed monster going, I mean... Yeah. It'll be good year for the Packers again.
Yeah. Next on the list, I got Shaquille Barrett re-signing with the Buccaneers.
Shaq Barrett,
linebacker. And I wanted to compare these 2 deals. I know it's like offense and defense, but Shaq Barrett signed for 4 years, $72 million. And I wanted to look at the difference because Quinn touched on it a little earlier. He said there's a difference between their contracts money-wise, but that's because the running back position is so underpaid and overlooked, and I kind of wanted to
So you're comparing what Shaq's contract?
Contract. I know it's like a weird comparison because it's offense and defense, but there's so many. I was gonna kind of touch on it at the end, but I kind of wanted to get into it now. There's so many deals that were done last night that are 4 years and amount of money, and there's always been there's always gonna be a difference in money. But I was just gonna say the running back position is just so underpaid.
It's because they don't last very long.
Well, yeah, I know. They
don't last very long, and they aren't necessarily I don't know if this is. I said this before in a different episode. They aren't necessarily needed to win the Super Bowl. You're right. Like a very elite running back.
You're right. I completely agree with that.
But I think Aaron Jones got $48 million. So.
Yeah. Love that guy.
So Shaq Barrett.
Bert, you're a defensive guy. What do you think?
I'm a defensive guy that didn't know this guy.
Quinn doesn't know.
No. Okay. Well, he's next to probably at least he's a linebacker next to the best linebacker in the league right now. So we're chilling with that. I don't really know much about this guy to be honest with you, but the money wise.
It's a lot of money.
Pretty good, just because linebackers are the middle and basically run the defense. Yeah. You have to be tough. So I understand why they give him a little bit more than what a running back would get, just because you have to be pretty freaking, I don't know, it just takes a lot. So, yeah.
No, you're right. I agree.
The Bucs are in debt, basically. So I don't know how they're paying all these guys, but...
Well, Brady took such a...
No, they're I don't know how to explain it. There's 7 teams that are over the salary cap. Is that right? Or under? Over.
Probably over.
Over. And the Bucks are one of them. So I don't know how they're paying on these guys, but they are, and I get it. I really get it because I think the Buccaneers realize that they are riding Tom Brady and they are riding this small dynasty that they have, and they understand that these 2, 3, 4 years right here are going to be their most successful probably ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to just do whatever it takes to keep these guys together. And obviously they've got a lot of them coming back, and Gronk, Shaq.
Yep.
Godwin.
Gronk just re-signed for 1 year, $10 million.
So
I
get it. I get it what they're doing. So
yeah,
they're going to be a good team.
Yeah.
Next.
I think they're going to have a lot of short and cheap contracts signed, and then their big hitters like Shaq Barrett 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. Live for the next 2-3 years. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Next, kicking it off for the Patriots last night, Jonnu Smith. Huh. I really like him as a player. I was huge on him last year.
Yeah, I like Jonnu Smith. I think it's good for the Patriots. They got him and Hunter Henry going. That'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think the Patriots will probably be one of the most intriguing teams to watch this next year.
Without a doubt.
With all these weapons. I don't know. I guess weapons. I mean, none of them are really, amazing players. None of them are,
Jonnu Smith is not, amazing.
They don't have, I don't know, a Devontae Adams.
No, I get it.
They have weapons. Yeah. More weapons than they did the previous year. But it'll be just interesting to see what happens. It's a good pickup.
Yeah. Bert, what do you think about Jonnu Smith with Cam?
It's a good pickup because now they're going to have two pretty solid tight ends you can have on both sides of the ball. With they signed Hunter Henry too, so
they're running back the Hernandez and Gronk duo.
Yeah, they're Cam. Got a bigger target now with Cam to throw to, and I just think it would all work out. Look out for the Patriots this year.
Yeah, and you mentioned Hunter Henry. He signed 3 years, $37.5 million. I was not able to find Jonnu Smith's
his
contract.
Is 40 something, I believe.
40 something. I wasn't able to find the statistics on that.
But
4-year, $50 million.
Tell you what, this Patriots team will probably be very good.
Especially if they get their defensive opt-outs back.
Great coaching. They've got a ton of opt-outs coming back. And obviously, I think they've been the clear-cut winners of free agency so far. And it ain't even done yet. Mm-hmm. And they have the 15th overall pick, which I think they could get another weapon to add to that offense, which could make it scary.
I wonder what they take.
I hope they pick a receiver. Because New England hasn't had a good wide receiver one in a long time, it feels like.
Well, Julian Edelman.
I wouldn't call Julian Edelman a wide receiver one.
Okay.
He was not good enough. Not good enough.
So I disagree on that. I think he was their wide receiver one, but I mean...
he didn't even play last year.
Well, yeah, because he was injured.
Yeah, no, he's not. Julian Edelman's a good guy, but I don't think he is that star-studded wide receiver one guy they're looking for.
Okay.
I think... who did Cam have to throw to last year? That Byard Bird guy or whatever?
Jacoby
Myers.
And
then they had N'Keal Harry, who has been absolutely terrible. And, who else other than that?
I mean, they had Jacoby Myers, but he wasn't, insane.
So I hope they get a wide receiver one.
Yeah, I agree. Do you guys know who Matthew Judon is?
Nope.
So he's a linebacker for the Ravens. And he was signed by the Patriots for another 4-year, $56 million deal. And he was one of the top 3 performers on the Ravens defense last year. So
they got Hightower coming back to the Patriots, so there's 2 good linebackers.
Yeah, and I like how the Patriots are going for both offense and defense.
Yeah, they'll be good.
So I'm gonna say right now I'm scared of this Patriots team for
Will
2021.
They take another quarterback? Will they keep Cam? Truly keep Cam? I don't know.
My gut says they have to keep Cam.
I would like them to, just because I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I want to see Cam with the players that he is or have been required by the Patriots. Yeah. Joe Thuney. An offensive lineman for the Patriots was traded to the Chiefs for a 5-year, $80 million deal. Well, no, was not traded, was picked up from free agency to the Chiefs. So after the Chiefs let go of the top 5 tackle and a top 5 guard in the league. Actually, they were both tackles. Both really good tackles. After they had offensive line issues in the Super Bowl, they totally revamped their tackle position, and they just picked up Joe Thuney. So, I mean, the contract years wise and money says it all. He's good. 5 years, $80 million. I think that's the highest anybody signed for in free agency. So
next,
John Johnson. You're not going to know him you're not going to know him because he's a cornerback for the Rams, and he was extremely underrated because Jalen Ramsey was making every play, and he was signed by the Browns. So the Cleveland Browns signed him 3 years, $37.75 million.
Good pickup.
So I think that's a really good pickup. Quinn, you got anything?
Not on that one, no.
Okay.
Keep it going. We got a lot to get through.
Yannick Ngakoue.
Next.
Uh-huh.
Just tell me where he went and where.
Raiders. And I have no idea. Couldn't find his thing.
Where does he play?
Yannick.
He's a defensive end. So he started with the Jaguars, then he was traded to the Vikings, and then that same season, this all happened last year, by the way. So last year he was on the 2 years ago he was on the Jaguars. Then this year he was traded to the Vikings. Then midseason he was traded to the Ravens. Now at the end of the season he was traded from the Ravens to the Raiders. Well, signed because he's a free agent. So
damn.
And he was one of the best defenders. I think he was the best defender on Jacksonville 2 years ago. So anyway, we'll keep it going. Nelson Aguilar was signed by the Patriots from the Raiders.
It's a decent pickup.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his production has been. I just remember him dropping balls, I think, in Philly.
Okay.
So,
all right. I really like this guy, Corey Davis. Signed by the Jets, 3 years, $37.5.
He's from Wheaton.
Wheaton, Warrenville South, yep.
To the Jets.
He was the 5th overall pick in 2017, and he went to Western Michigan. And I really like this because now, what's his face? Sam Darnold. If Sam Darnold stays, now he has a weapon. Okay, and listen, if he doesn't perform, then I will agree with you that Sam Darnold is bad. Okay, but until he has people to help him do good, help him perform, I'm gonna say that he's underrated, and we don't know if he's good or bad. Yeah, he's bad because he hasn't had anybody to throw to, or defense, But the Jets are making moves, and I really like this move with Corey Davis.
Yeah, I like Corey Davis. I don't like the Jets because they're dog doo-doo.
Oh my God.
But the Jets have had some decent pickups in free agency. But Sam Darnold will hold that team back like he has every year, and they'll not do anything unless they get a different quarterback.
The team back. He's been injured for a lot of his first couple of years.
He's not going to do anything. So.
Listen. All I'm saying is, picked up Corey Davis. If the Jets draft Devontae Smith, bro, I'm picking up Sam Darnold in fantasy. I meant to say fantasy this time. I'm picking him up in fantasy.
I'm writing that down just to make sure he
Write it down. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. I'll consider it. I'm not like 100%. I'm 75% sure that I'll draft him if the Jets draft Devontae Smith. Do you think he's going to be good if the Jets draft Devontae Smith, Quinn? Sam Darnold?
Possibly. I mean, just because you have weapons doesn't mean he still is the one that has to make the throws and stuff. So.
Okay. Yep. And I completely agree with that. So that's what I'm saying. If now that he has a weapon and possibly a second weapon, another weapon, if he does bad, then yeah, Trey's right. Sam Darnold sucks. But until that happens, he doesn't suck, and he's not a bad quarterback. Okay.
Yeah.
Statistic-wise, for the first part of his career, yeah, he's been bad. But that's because he hasn't had anybody to throw to. Jamison Crowder? Who is that? Exactly. Braxton Berrios. He's like this tall. Okay, here, let me he's like this tall. But keeping it going. Do you guys know who Bud Dupree is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was signed by the Titans.
He's good.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Titans, bro. I don't know if they're never going to take it to the next level, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
The team's never going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, they
just gave up one of the receivers.
I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I was confused when I saw that the Titans gave up Corey Davis, but we moved on from him. We're on Bud Dupree now. The Steelers giving up or not re-signing Bud Dupree. I think that's a big mistake because the T.J. Watt Bud Dupree duo I think was really good last year.
Each team is different, so
yeah.
I mean, I can't see into what is going on like inside that ownership. So
yeah,
like maybe they have plans in the draft. Maybe they're bringing in a different linebacker. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Jameis Winston re-signed with the Saints 1 year.
Hey, it's Winston time, baby.
Yeah, I think.
No, it's not.
Going for another 30 and 30.
No, he got eye surgery, so now we're going for 40 and probably 20.
He's not the starter.
He's gonna be the starter.
He's gonna be the starter. There's no way he's not gonna be the starter.
Bro, are you kidding me? They just gave Taysom Hill that big ass contract. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because he's like their gadget player. Why wouldn't you?
No, I would not sign Taysom Hill for that much. That much at all. Never. I'd let him.
How much did they sign him for?
What, 17 million? I think it's 17 million.
Why didn't I see
No, it's not. So it's like 100 and something.
Oh, a year. He's getting 17 million a year though.
Yeah, it's 100 and some million.
How many years?
Why don't we just look this up?
I didn't see any freaking notification for that. But I do think Jameis Winston is going to be the starter, and I hope he starts. Because he's a gunslinger. He's got a big arm. They got Mike Thomas coming back from an injury-riddled season this past year. So slant king, slant boy.
It says that Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston will battle it out for the.
There's no way they start Taysom Hill over Jameis Winston at quarterback.
Why not?
Why would you? He's not.
They did when Drew Brees got hurt.
But why would you? Okay, listen. The way I see it is you could start Jameis, and then you can use the guy that you just signed for over 100 mil as a weapon, an offensive weapon. You're never going to put him at one single position. Bro. He's a weapon. He's a good weapon.
But he's just okay.
Okay. You could use him, or you could sit Jameis, not even use him at all. A guy who threw for 30 touchdowns. Yet he did have 30 interceptions, but that's because his eyes were trash. Or you could sit Jameis and just start a quarterback who's not as good at throwing.
They needed to start Jameis and get rid of Taysom Hill. I don't know why they paid him 4 years, $140 million.
Jeez,
he's not that good. Taysom Hill is not that good, and I swear if
he's
the starting quarterback.
I made this. I already told him Taysom. He is the same as Lamar Jackson.
No, he's not. Are you stupid?
Quinn, that's a really dumb statement. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
He's not the same as Lamar Jackson. He doesn't rush for over 1,000 yards. Okay.
When Lamar Jackson
he hasn't gotten an opportunity yet.
Yeah, he did.
To do that.
No, you're right. He hasn't gotten a full opportunity. But if he was good enough, if he was as good as Lamar Jackson, he would have started over Drew Brees.
Lamar Jackson.
No, they wouldn't have done Drew Brees like that.
They're so much different. Lamar Jackson is like
here. Taysom Hill is
like top 7 NFL quarterback.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, he's a top 5. I think he's a top 5.
Yeah, so I think he's in like the top 7 or 8.
Yep.
You think Taysom Hill's a top 8 quarterback?
No, he's not. He's not a top 8 quarterback. I think he
hasn't showed you yet.
I'd say he's a top 15 weapon in the league that you can use.
Nope.
I'd say that.
Nope.
But you're a hater.
Trey, then why are they offering him over $100 million?
Stupid. Who pays
I don't know why they offered him that much. I would have signed him for like $80 million for 4 years.
Not a Taysom Hill.
Actually, no, that's the highest in free agency because he re-signed, right?
Yeah.
So move over Joe Thuney.
Whatever. He's stupid.
All right, we can move on from that. You guys aren't gonna really care about this. Andre Roberts signed with the Texans for 2 years, $6 million. He's coming over from the Bills, and he was the leading punt returner last year. I just wanted to add that because I like the Bills. Do you guys know who Jason Verrett is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cornerback for the 49ers re-signed for 1 year. So I'm really excited
because Richard Sherman's going to the Packers.
Oh, he is?
No.
I was going to say.
I'm guessing. No, I don't know.
No, Richard Sherman just signed somewhere.
Where? Where did he sign?
Fuck, I saw it. I don't know. Give me a minute.
Anyway, I'm excited to see the 49ers defense healthy again. I'm excited to see it. I hope Jimmy stays for at least one more year so we can see what he is truly made of. And yeah, I'm excited. Jalen Mills.
Patriots, that's a good signing.
Yep, for the Patriots, 4 years, $24 million.
It's a good signing for them.
Yeah, and he came over from the Eagles, I believe. The Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Eagles. Yeah. So that just makes their defense even more scarier if Stephon Gilmore comes back. So.
Yes, sir.
This one's gonna hurt a little bit. Corey Linsley. What is he? A center?
Yeah.
Center. I got him center/offensive lineman.
He's ranked probably the best center in the league.
I believe so. Yep. 5 years, $62 million
to the Chargers.
So, what are your thoughts on Justin Herbert this year? Because they signed. He lost Hunter Henry.
Justin Herbert is so good, dude. So good. I had him on my fantasy team.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have like biases because we picked people up in fantasy. That's why I love Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers because they're my fantasy quarterback.
Pickup. I didn't even draft him. Oh my gosh.
And I feel like Quinn is in love with Taysom Hill because he picked him up in fantasy and started him.
Dude, he got me 25 points. And the one time I didn't start him, he got me 40.
Well. Anyway, I feel...
So you can't say he's trash. Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
I feel like it's going to be interesting without Corey Linsley in Green Bay next year.
No, they'll be fine. That offensive line is still good.
Bakhtiari.
Best of the league, for sure. No, they'll be fine. They'll get someone. They'll be fine. That's all I got. They'll be fine. They had to let him go because something big's brewing.
Something big is brewing?
Well, I guess they had to let him go to pay Aaron Jones. So, something had to be done. Can't keep everybody. Next.
Leonard Floyd re-signed with the Rams.
Good for him.
Defensive end.
Bears should never let him go.
4 years, $62 million.
The Rams are like way over the salary cap, so the Rams are trying really hard to get this done now because they have a lot of players on big contracts like Stafford, Donald, Floyd. So,
yeah. I am excited. I'm excited to see a lot of teams. I'm just so excited to see football next year. But the Rams, I'm going to be paying a little extra attention to because of Matthew Stafford. So I'm just excited to see Matthew Stafford like with talent around him. You know, not just we bring him up in every video, Calvin Johnson, but you know he's got actually a defense, a running back, a young running back, Cam Akers. He's got 2 perfectly capable wide receivers, so I'm excited. And then they just re-signed Leonard Floyd. Moving on, wide receiver Kendrick Bourne signed with the Patriots. 3 years, $22 million. Do you guys know him?
Where was he before?
49ers.
That's a lot of money for a dude I don't even know.
And he was on the team when they were in the Super Bowl, when they made it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So
good for him.
Yeah, I think he's just not. I don't think he's underrated or overrated. I just think he's just not known enough, you know, by the league. But Carlos Hyde, running back from the Seahawks, signed with the Jags for, get this, running back, 2 years, $6 million.
That's good. It's a good pickup for Urban Meyer. It's like a low risk, high reward type signing, I guess.
I agree.
Because it's not a lot of money. And it's not a lot of time. So
yeah.
But it's good for Micah Hyde, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think is going to happen when they pick up Trevor Lawrence in the draft? Do you think that's going to be?
What's going to happen?
I'm asking for like a prediction. I'm not asking for you to tell the future.
They'll go like 9-7.
The Jaguars, after going 1-15.
Urban Meyer's gonna work his wonders.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
No, I like that. That's a good statement. I just said Carlos. Matt Fielder was signed by the Chargers. 3 years, $21 million. I think he's a very underrated offensive lineman.
Congrats. Nice.
Yep. You guys know who Carl Lawson is?
Nope.
All right. So, very underrated defensive end. Had 5.5 sacks last year, but he had the second most QB hits in the NFL, and he played for the Bengals, so that is why you don't know him. Oh. Yeah, and I think he's going to the Jets, so I'm excited. Hopefully they can start building a defense for Sam Darnold, but I'm not going to get into that.
This looks like a good pickup, bro.
I think it is a good pickup, too. Moving on, I think this is a good pickup. So the Bengals lost Carl Lawson in free agency. They picked up Trey Hendrickson from the Saints. He was second in the league in sacks last year. So I think that's a really good pickup. They signed him for 4 years, $60 million. So I think he's a franchise player. Not a franchise tag, but like I think he's a good franchise player for the Bengals. Right?
Right.
Bert, you got anything?
No, I'm trying to order this food right now.
Dude, so bad.
All right, well, here. We can all have an opinion on this. Our boy, the journeyman, Ryan Fitzpatrick, going to the football team.
Good for Fitzmagic. And that means Tua is probably for sure.
Well,
QB1.
Actually, flipped it the wrong way. The Dolphins.
I don't care. Fitzpatrick is a freaking goat.
He is good.
How
I
can
really
you
like
not
him.
like that guy?
So much respect for him.
I hope he does good in Washington.
He actually is a good-looking dude. No homo.
He's smart, too.
48 on the Wonderlic test.
The what?
The Wonderlic.
Wonderlic?
I don't know why I know it. I know it's a 48 because it's like the highest score ever. The highest score is a 50 on the test.
I don't even know what a Wonderlic test is.
So it's a test that all quarterbacks take when they're... I don't think they do it anymore, actually. All quarterbacks take it when they're getting ready to go into...
The NFL?
Like the NFL.
Speak!
You get 12 minutes to take the test.
Okay.
He got a 50. Or a 48. He got a 48.
It's pretty good.
48 out of 50. I think Aaron Rodgers got like a 35.
Cool.
Yeah. So Tua is going to have some competition because Jacoby Brissett just signed with the Dolphins for a 1-year deal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
From the Colts.
Nah, they'll start with Tua, and if he struggles, they'll probably put Brissett in.
Jacoby Brissett. Oh, yeah. The guy's still in the league.
Yeah.
Or,
I guess I'll finish what's on the back of my page right here. Marvin Jones signed with the Jaguars.
Hey, the Jaguars making moves. That's a good. I like Marvin Jones.
Maybe he's gonna. I forgot about him. Maybe he's gonna help with that Jaguars.
What's gonna happen to Gardner Minshew?
We don't care, dude. I don't care about Gardner Minshew. That guy's just so bad.
Feel bad.
Love the personality. Hate him as a football player. He's not good. Marvin Jones, 2 years, $14.5 million.
Okay.
He's a pretty good receiver. Janoris Jenkins signed with the Titans. So the Titans now have Bud Dupree and Janoris Jenkins. Janoris Jenkins signed from the Saints. So the Saints have lost a lot of defense.
Vrabel's trying to build that defense up.
Yeah.
The Saints are interested in Richard Sherman. That's who it was.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
And no one has picked up Kevin King from the Packers yet.
Ugh.
I don't blame him.
Just release him. He's so bad. Do you guys know who Rodney Hudson is?
No, let's just do the important ones. We don't need to say all of them.
Well, he's a Pro Bowl center, and he's one of the most underrated linemen in the league.
Because he's a center. I don't know who this guy is. He's a center.
Well, okay. Well, he was released by the Raiders, so maybe the Packers will pick him up.
Man, a lot of releases this year.
Yeah. You guys probably don't know Leonard Williams. He's a defensive end. He signed with he re-signed with the Giants. 3 years, $63 million. So he's really good.
Yep.
Good for you. He's never gonna have a winning record.
Okay. John Ross.
John Ross.
John Ross, my boy,
the
baby.
Speedy guy who broke the 40 record in the combine and then went nowhere.
1 year, $2.2 million.
Yep, that's what he deserves. I mean, he had so much hype coming out of college and then came here and did nothing. Literally nothing. Except for one.
Well, he's making millions. At least he's making millions.
Well, yeah, he plays in the NFL. Anyways, I think it's good for John Ross. Get out of the Bengals. Get into a new system. Fresh start. I hope he does good. I think he's got good skills, so it'll be interesting to see if he continues to be dog water or actually steps up his game. But that just shows that
especially with the Giants, like if you play with the Giants, you actually have a chance to actually do something.
Wait, where'd he go?
The Giants.
The Giants. He went to the Giants.
After Quinn just roasted a guy who re-signed them for $45 million.
They're
never going to have a winning record, and here he is saying, "Good for him. He's going to the Giants. You might actually do good now."
Make or break year for sure for the Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones? You think it's a make or break year?
Yeah.
I have no idea what Daniel Jones'
contract is. Imagine if he does bad. It's like, all right, let's get on.
He can't even stay up on his own 2 feet, bro.
That was funny.
That was so funny. I'm going to skip Andy Dalton. We're going to talk about Tyrod Taylor right now.
What happened to Tyrod Taylor?
He got signed by the Texans for a 1-year deal, so he's going to the Texans.
Oh, that's good because Deshaun Watson will probably be on his way out. But low-key, nothing's happened still, man.
I don't know, man.
Wait, Tyrod Taylor.
He signed a one-year deal, $12.5 million coming from the Chargers. So the reins are Justin Herbert's now. Justin Herbert has full reign of the offense.
Okay, I feel bad for Tyrod Taylor. He got screwed over like the last 2 years, I swear.
Yeah, punctured lung.
That means, hey, you already know that means Deshaun Watson's on the move probably then.
I don't think it's...
Not necessarily because it's only a 1-year deal. And I'm pretty sure they're just bringing in Tyrod Taylor to mess with Deshaun Watson. And basically tell him, all right, we don't need you to play this year. What?
Or to be a backup?
Deshaun Watson's not going to play for the Texans this year.
Yeah,
if he suits up and actually performs, I'm going to be very shocked.
Yeah, low-key same.
I think they're bringing in Tyrod Taylor to, maybe be his backup, but to also mess with him. And be like, yo, we don't really need you. We can perform with this guy.
Anyway, let's talk about Andy Dalton, bro.
Andy Dalton. Signed a 1-year, $10 million deal, which with incentives can move up to $13 million. And I think this is a horrible move.
No, hey, let me get my 2 cents in now.
Nice job, Ryan Pace.
Shut up.
This is my time from a Packers fan. The Bears continue to disappoint. I love it. Gosh.
We made the playoffs.
Who is we? Are you a Bears fan now?
He roots for the Bears.
What?
Okay.
Who is we?
The only reason why I liked the Bears is because of Cam. I like the
Cam's Patriots not on the Bears.
What? Hold up.
You said the only reason I like the Bears is because of Cam.
Oh, I meant Panthers.
Why are we talking about the freaking Panthers?
Never mind.
Haven't mentioned the Panthers once this video.
Just shut up. All right. I like this.
Why? Explain, please.
Andy Dalton was a pretty above average quarterback.
0 for 5 in the playoffs. 0 wins, 5 losses in the playoffs. With a top 10 defense in the Bengals.
Okay, well, I don't think Mitch did any much better. So I'm just going to go ahead. I do think that this is going to make the Bears really happy. And he was above average quarterback. And bringing in someone like him who can actually, who's been in the league for quite some time, knows how to play the game, and can coach Mitch too.
Hey,
while we have a winning record this year.
Remember, there was a week in our fantasy where you picked up Andy Dalton and he had his first start for the Cowboys. And
I remember. I think he had like -2 points. No cap.
But he went through so much.
Yes. Okay. Respect Andy Dalton.
Actually finished the year very strong.
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's a crappy player. I think he's a good quarterback. Okay.
Dude is pretty good.
Who?
He's pretty good. Like
I thought you said Juju.
Statistically, he's pretty good.
Yes. But when you have 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks that are unhappy with their current quarterback situations where they are, you have to go balls to the walls to get them. You can't just settle for a 1-year deal with Andy Dalton. I'm sorry, Andy Dalton.
What do you know? What do you know?
What do I know?
They did?
That's what the Patriots did.
You would have heard about it. You would have heard.
They literally
somebody would have posted and said the Bears made an offer, but
they declined.
I didn't see that.
I'll literally pull it up. They did.
Oh, please pull it up.
Well, the Patriots did the same thing, and you guys aren't bashing the Patriots. So I don't know.
Because the Patriots just got the steal of the century with all of their free agency guys that they just picked up. I'm not going to bash the Patriots. The Patriots just literally made the smartest moves they could make. I can't bash the Patriots. If I bash the Patriots, I'm an idiot. It's just frustrating. You know?
It says, according to Adam Schefter,
okay,
who is like the best reporter in the NFL, tweet from him, it says, Chicago made a very aggressive pursuit of Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson, per sources, and the Bears were told that Seattle is not trading him at this time.
Okay.
The Bears were one of 4 teams Wilson's agent named as a place of interest. Now Chicago has an agreement with Andy Dalton.
Okay, I take it back then. You're right.
So, like, what does this dude know? Maybe they have been trying to get Deshaun Watson. Maybe they have been trying to get Russell Wilson, but something obviously maybe happened. Like, they're trying to...
Well, if they had to get Deshaun, they would have to give up a lot, and I don't think the Bears wanted to do that.
Would you rather have Andy Dalton or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Oof. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm going Fitzpatrick. Personally, I'm going Fitzpatrick. Because he's played for damn near every team, and he's seen what they have. You know,
I guess Fitzpatrick because he's got a lot going for him.
Yeah. That throw that he
still, I think it's a good move.
Is insane, dude. When he has his face pulled away, he's like throwing the ball. Crazy.
Everyone's hating on Dalton. Just wait.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot worse. It's definitely disappointing. Like, it's just kind of like, But it could be a lot worse. Andy Dalton could go back to the way he played in the Bengals, which was pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if Andy Dalton plays with the Bears, I guess they're probably guaranteed to go back to the playoffs. Like, if he can't be any worse than Mitch Trubisky.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna give a little respect to Mitch. I'm gonna kind of do what I've never done before. Okay, for the amount that Mitch gets like crapped on, he's 29-21 as a starter. Okay, I don't think he's.
What have I been saying since the first episode?
Nothing.
That's exactly why I said the first episode. And you're like, Mitch Trubisky, he's so bad. Which,
yeah, okay.
He kind of is.
I mean, he is, but like,
who do you start now? Yeah, I don't know who you start, dude. It'll be interesting to see.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
there's nothing that they can do right now that's gonna make the fan base happy.
Oh my god, dude.
They start Dalton, there's gonna be people mad. They start Trubisky, there's gonna be people mad.
Yeah. Yep.
Until one of them starts playing like a Hall of Fame.
I think the only way that Bears fans are happy is if
Foles. They still got Foles.
If Pace gets shot in the face. That's the only way the Bears are going to be happy at this point.
So
who?
The GM, you idiot.
Yeah, he's kind of a dumb nut.
He's a bonehead.
He's so stupid. But those are the free agency moves from last night. That all happened last night. A few of them I think happened today.
All right, I got a question for y'all. Okay. Based on this offseason, I want to see your way too early power rankings for the NFL. Top 3 teams in the NFL heading into the 2021 NFL season. Way too early predictions. We'll start with Smoot. His top 3 teams will be go.
I got the Buccaneers at 1.
Okay.
And then, shoot.
This is going to be hard.
This is going to be hard. I'm going to have to go Chiefs 2. And then Colts 3. Yep. Yep.
Hubert, you're up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go number 1. We got the Bucks. Number 2, we have the Ravens. Number 3, we have the Patriots, baby.
Okay, for me, I got number 1.
Why?
Because it's hard to say no to them until they prove.
Yeah.
So I got Bucks.
Until it's proven that somebody can beat them.
2, I got the Browns.
Huh?
I like that. I like it.
And 3, I got the Patriots.
You like that?
I do like that. I like say a lot.
3, I got the Patriots, and I know I said top 3 before. I just have to put the Chiefs.
All right. Can we go 5? Because I got.
Smoot wants to go 5.
I want to go 5. Really quick. We got a little bit of time left. Okay. Okay. Number 4, the Buffalo Bills. Okay. Number 5, the Green Bay Packers. That's what I like. That's what I'm sticking with. Pew pew.
Bart. There's so many good teams. This is really hard.
I know. It's actually really hard.
4 is going to be the Titans. 5 is going to be Chargers.
How can you not put the Bills in the top 5?
These 2 just put the Chargers at number 4.
How?
The Chargers are not the 5th best.
That's terrible.
I'm
puking in my mouth.
4, I've got Packers.
Throw it into mine, baby.
4, I've got Packers, and 5, I've got Chiefs.
I'm not going to do that, Q.
And then after Chiefs would probably be Bills. And then Colts. But I'm telling you what, the Browns should have won that football game last year against the Chiefs.
I love that
100%.
I love that Browns team. I think everybody loved that Browns team.
And they've gotten a good... And I think Jadeveon Clowney will go to the Browns. He's a free agent, but no one wants him because he played like dog doo-doo last year. But he had a lot going on in his brain. I can tell he's got more or less than a tank. I got Jadeveon Clowney going to the Browns.
Okay.
That Browns team is good.
And they just picked up John Johnson, so they're securing the defensive backs.
Now I got another question for you. We just talked about the teams that are real good, or we think that are going to be real good heading into the 2021 season. Who is a team that was good last year that you think is going to regress?
It's going to get worse? The Titans.
It's going to get worse. Josh says the Titans. Quinn?
Chiefs.
Quinn says the Chiefs.
Okay.
They can't.
That's
I agree with that, but I don't think they can get much worse. They aren't going to... I don't know. I don't think they can get, like, really bad. They're not going to go from really good to really bad. I don't think they're going to be amazing.
Like the 49ers were last year.
Maybe.
After they made it to the Super Bowl and then lost it and then just
I got the Steelers.
Steelers. That's a good one, too. Because you be hating on Big Bad.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. Don't like him.
Bro, they were trash last year.
I mean, what were they, 11-4? Or no?
Yeah, 11-4. Finished 12-4.
12-4.
12-4.
I mean,
they were once 11-0,
which is crazy,
and then finished 12-4, getting absolutely destroyed by the Browns in the playoffs.
No, they finished 11-5.
I'm pretty sure it was
11-5. So even worse.
They didn't win. They didn't win a game after they lost the first one, right?
To the 49ers, the football team. Excuse me. That game was lit. That game was so lit.
All right, hold on.
Anybody got anything else? We're running a little long today. Hello? Is that it?
No.
You got something else?
What?
All right, hurry up. I got to take a piss, bro. I got to piss, dude.
Where's Kenny Galladay going?
It is. I love Kenny Galladay. It's so hard to tell. That's tough. That's so hard. That's so hard to tell because I don't really know who is in dire need of a. I would love to see him.
Give me a short answer.
The Jets. If he went to the Jets, bro. Oh my gosh!
Smooth says Kenny Galladay to the Jets. Quinn, where's Kenny Galladay going?
Lions.
Quinn says back to the Lions. I say he's going to the Patriots. Richard Sherman, where will he end up?
Richard Sherman.
Thanks.
You guys said something. Oh. See, between... okay. So this is what happened, okay?
Give me a quick answer.
Packers release Ken King, make room for Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman comes in with the Packers, and he balls out.
I got
and
Richard Sherman.
Still losing the playoffs.
The Packers. Quinn.
Saints.
Quinn says Saints. Will Fuller.
Oh, I don't even know this guy.
What?
Well, I mean, I know him, but, like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I think he's going to stay with the Texans.
Okay. Quinn.
Yeah, sure.
Skip that guy. Yeah, there you
go. Okay. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju's going to the Jaguars.
This dude's trash, bro.
Nah, Juju won't go to the Jaguars. Juju's going to go to, like, the Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay. Quinn!
Bears.
The Bears?
I would love to do that. All right. I think that's good. Good enough.
Wrap it up, Q.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Lie.
we are done.
A lot of free agent moves, baby, in the NFL. You already know we got that topic discussed, baby. Please leave a like and please subscribe. Gotta do this quick because I am hungry once again. But I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and your week. Always be safe. Maybe do something nice for somebody. Hold the door open for a girl. You might get her number. You never know where that's gonna go. Anyways, peace out, people.
Woo!